What is up, guys? Jabbles here, bringing you another Dota 2 replay commentary for our man Stupefy. Thank you for sending this one in, my man. I'm sure it will be as good as all of your other ones have been in the past, and well, you haven't let me down yet, so I don't think this will be any exception. So let's dive right into things as this game kicks off. Starting off on the Radiant side, we have Heen on the Ogre Magi, perhaps going for one of those quest line completions. He will be supporting 7 Dreams on the Phantom Assassin, going in the safe lane here. While we're here, looks like we've got Son Goku Super Saiyan Blue. He'll just be Super Saiyan, I guess. I can never hate a Dragon Ball Z reference. He's going to be on the Axe, likely jungling. And then we'll have the Nature's Prophet, presumably in the off lane. We have Ree on the Nature's Prophet. And then finally, we have Edward Lee on the Lina, presumably going mid. So a nice balanced team here on the Radiant side. Going over to the Dire side, we have Ariadne, Crystal Maiden. We have Crystal Maiden with the Arcana there, looking nice. We have the not often played Phantom Lancer, Jarjex. Interesting pickup there. We have the Morphling, Javen the Reaper. Remains to be seen where he'll be going. And then obviously we have Hinshamo on the Alchemist. And then rounding things out, we have Leon L. Johnson. God, what is with these team names? On the Undying. So very interesting team comp here on the Dire side. I mean, these are some really kind of quirky picks here. PL obviously has been kind of dumpster tier for a while now. So interesting to see going straight Soul Ring with the Iron Branch. So that's an interesting pickup there. They'll be squaring off against the Nature's Prophet. So maybe the Rat Dota will come back out. And it looks like we're going to have a dual mid lane Undying with the Morphling. Very interesting. Lightstrike Array is going to come out from Edward Lee. You can get a stun off on the Undying. Just going to harass. I guess the idea is to keep the Lina occupied long enough. I mean, obviously those decay stacks are going to be able to burst her down. I even get first blood here. Lightstrike Array is going to miss. But I guess so far it's working, as this Undying combo is just going to let Morphling free farm in the mid lane, and that is going to keep Lina back. Going to have to try and farm under tower. Obviously never an easy feat. Meanwhile, this combo here of the PA with Ogre, I think that goes quite nicely. Although going up against an Alchemist, they're going to have to put some pressure on him early while he's still weak. He's going to be probably going for a lot of these jungle camps and the like. This mid lane has been a tough go of things, but this is really the main attraction here, as we won't really see much from Axe as he just goes into the jungle and tries to get some quick heals. He's going to die to neutrals is the question. PL picking up the first blood here on the Nature's Prophet. That was very interesting there. Interesting to see him be able to burst him down so quickly at only level 2. Something must have gone wrong there. They do have a pretty good amount of burst damage. I mean, Frostbite with the Crystal Nova. Yeah, I could see that with the Spirit Lance. It's enough magic burst damage to probably bring down Nature's Prophet. But very interesting to see how these lanes will play out. Looks like we have Undying now. Looks like he might have been trying to go for that rune, but it's gone now, brother. This Alk has been kind of wandering a little bit early so far, which has really let PA kind of free farm. Let's take a look at last hits. As expected, PA at the top of the leaderboard. You do not want to let a PA spiral out of control, that is for sure. They've now kind of left Lina alone here in the mid, which should allow her a little bit of time to catch back up. She's only behind by a little bit, despite getting harassed a lot early. Whoops. Sorry, folks. I always forget to turn off my my availability. What are you going to do? But interesting how things are going here so far. But we might be getting a gank here as Undying now coming to support. Interesting build here. Just a Sage's Mask and a Clarity. So I guess just really wants to spam spells is the idea. Those pull timings not exactly concrete yet, as Heen was trying to get that one. Lena now absolutely drained on mana.
Missing top.
Got a couple nice stacks here. 2 stacks here in the top. This is very interesting.
Missing top.
They're just going to be stacking like crazy. Looks like they're going to get another one here. At 53, we're going to get a double stack. This is fascinating. I don't know. I guess if Alchemist is able to work his way through all these stacks, are these going to be successful is the question. My God, they were. That's going to be amazing. So 2 3 stacks so far up here in this jungle here, and I'm sure once Alk hits 6, he's probably just going to come here and clear these bad boys out. That'll accelerate his farm to an extreme degree. That will be absolutely wild. And let's see, we've got Axis trying to work his way through the jungle so far. Been doing an okay job of it. Has 20 last hits so far. PA obviously is going to be the man of the hour. 7 Dreams trying his best here. Already has phase boots. Probably will build. Well, let's see what kind of build he decides to go for here. Has a lot of different options. So pressure already being put on this top tower here as Nature's Prophet falls once again. Having a tough go of things here in the top lane. Not exactly the best offlaner without any real support. It's certainly been tough. Edward Lee going to get gone on now. Waveform coming out. Lightstriker Ray is going to connect. Dragon Slave going to be enough. One more should do it. No, going to be able to morph through that. Has a double damage rune bottled. So just morphing right through that. Going to get all his health back quite easily. Yeah, Nature's Prophet, just not exactly a lot he can do. Trying to go for a quick phase boots. Really, I'm surprised they didn't send Axe into the... it would have been probably better the other way. Send Axe into the off lane, and then have Nature's Prophet jungle. Having 2 jungling heroes is tough. It's never an easy go of things. Gonna get a nice pull here onto a double stacked hard camp. Gonna be able to pull that lane back. Probably gonna have to use her salve relatively soon. Undying is now coming back to try and help out this Morphling here, who does have his double damage rune up, although it doesn't look like they're trying to make anything happen here, which is an interesting strategy. Might as well use your double damage rune as it now comes to run out. Be interesting to see what Undying trying to go for here. He has very little gold. He's bottom of the experience levels chart, along with Alchemist, which is really surprising. This Alk has just been wandering, doing God knows what. I'm sure 7 Dreams could probably get an easy kill as they push this under tower and probably easily dive him. Axe now up here in the top lane is trying to deal with a Phantom Lancer who has actually been surprisingly strong so far in this game, which is impressive to say the least. Looks like they may have tried to go for a dive there. 7 Dreams picks up the Blightstone, maybe going to go right into Deso perhaps. We'll see what she decides to do with this, but so far, just absolute free farm. She's now up to 46 last hits and 14 denies. And folks, I gotta tell you, if this continues at this pace, by 10 minutes, she's gonna be able to go on a tear. I don't know exactly what they're gonna be able to do. I think Alchemist is relying almost entirely on these stacks, but he's only level 4. He can't farm any of this stuff. It's gonna be a slow farm anyway, as he's getting absolutely hammered on by these creeps. Maybe just gonna try and use the acid spray to bring him down and let the Grievel's Greed do the rest. Has 2 levels in it, but I think he's just too, just doesn't have enough. It's an interesting strategy, and I don't think it's going to end up working out for him. PA almost going down there. This Axe just hanging out in the woods. Really probably needs to hit a shrine or go back. Has his Tranquil boots now. A little bit late, going into a Vanguard early. Which is a reasonable pickup. Obviously going to need that tankiness, but the magic damage from that who's now diving him, and I think this is going to be a kill. He's going to get the call off. Is the counter heal going to be enough to bring him down? Yes, he's going to be able to bring down the Axe. So Jarjax escaping again with another kill. Thought that counter helix from the call was going to be enough to do it, but it was not. Meanwhile, Crystal Maiden just feeling fine to farm the jungle. Lena now coming up top with a haste rune. Going to pick up the bounty rune. Should be able to get an easy kill here on the Crystal Maiden. Doesn't see her, though. Going to run right into Jarjax. Is he going to be able to bring it down? The Light Strike Array is not going to connect. Going to get the Laguna Blade, and that's going to be an easy kill. Edward Lee, excellently done there. And Crystal Maiden nowhere to be found. It all happened so fast. There was really nothing she could do. Gonna pick up her her Arcane Boots for another little burst of mana. Oh, and Undying's gonna go down here in the bot lane. You're gonna drop the totem. Gonna feed that gold. 7 Dreams, able to bring him down. So an excellent job there. Like I said, she has just been a farming machine, and that train shows no signs of stopping. Going right into a Desolator here, which is really gonna do a lot here against this lineup. Obviously, with the Desolator, she can basically delete Crystal Maiden from the map, which is always good. Morphling will be the most difficult. Meanwhile, Alchemist, let's see, he has kind of sort of accelerated that farm. Now has an Iron Talon. I think this has just been a really inefficient early game for him. I mean, absolutely really is. I mean, you have to commit to one strategy or another, and he's kind of just been doing a whole lot of nothing. Having an Alk at level 6 at the 10-minute mark is really inexcusable. Let's hope he can come back from that as the game progresses, but, you know, stacking jungle creeps, even though you can do it every minute now, they've reduced the value of the creeps themselves. So, not a whole lot you can really do there. Edward Lee just using the Dragon Slave, pushing him back. Gonna end up denying his own Observer Ward. Interesting play there. We have Axe now, hiding here, just gonna soak up XP. I don't even know if he's in XP range. He's gonna try and go in here, but he's going to fall. This is not a good look for him. Crystal Maiden throwing out the ultimate. My God, Super Saiyan, not exactly my friend. Should be able to burst him down, and down goes Axe. He has just had a tough go of things so far. Edward Lee gonna connect on Jarjax, but I don't think it's gonna be enough unless he can find him here in the woods. Doesn't have vision quite yet. Knows where he's going to come out. Going to throw out the Spirit Lance. Is he going to be able to turn this on Edward Lee is the question. Has Laguna Blade available. Needs to find him. Not much he can do. Dragon Slave coming out. Should be enough. Going to bring him down. Adrian coming in. Down goes Lena. Nothing Nature's Prophet can do now except to try and kill these illusions, which just keep respawning as they smack away on him. Crystal Maiden able to pick up a nice kill there on the Lena. Getting Vengeance. Oh, going to be getting a nice Crystal Nova there. Going to be able to secure her in the trees. Is Ree going to be able to get away is the question. So Adrian maxing out Crystal Nova early. Going to be able to get the kill on the Nature's Prophet. A blind strike, but it connects. 4 levels in. And interesting, this build here has actually really worked out well for her. Usually you'd see a couple more levels early in the Arcane Aura. But she goes straight for the Crystal Nova first build. Very interesting decision there. And ends up working out for her. She's able to burst down 2 heroes, 2 relatively squishy heroes, and get 2 easy kills. So excellent job there by Crystal Maiden. Score now 6-3 at the 11.5 minute mark. We haven't seen the most fighting early here, but I think that probably, well, I think late game's probably relatively even here, although I'll give a slight nod to the dire side, only because Morphling and Alchemist. Now this Alchemist has been playing like Garbo, but if he's able to turn it around, we know how it is. Alchemist, it's almost impossible not to catch up because you're able to just flash farm so efficiently. Interesting that Ogre Magi hasn't been able to do as much as one would like. They're going to go in here on Leon. Now Hansen, he's going to get bursted down. They're going to feed the Tombstone as well. Easy gold for 7 Dreams. Picking up another kill. Excellent job there. Yeah, that Undying needs to know better. Only having boots and a soul ring, there's really nothing you can do. He's trying to build into arcane boots, and as is Ogre Magi, who has enough for them. I'm going to pick them up now. So those two have been a nice power couple so far. Haste Rune bottled up on Lena. Jarjax now heading up here into his own jungle. Tier 1 tower is going to fall, so a minor tower advantage, although I think the mid tower is also down. As we're going to get another one here. Nature's Prophet coming in to support. 7 Dreams picking up the final strike on that tower there. That Bloodlust is going to be doing a lot to help her out as these engagements progress. In terms of net worth, she is on the top of the board. Needs to be careful here with all these creeps. She doesn't want to die to jungle creeps, that's for sure. She's able to pop her salve, though, and get right through it. Uh-oh, the Hadouken. Is it going to bring her down? Ooh, that was a close one for sure. Needs some help from the trees. Ree going to burst them out now. An item is coming out. What is it going to be? Okay, there's the Deso. So that's going to be huge. It's going to speed up her farming for sure. That's a major item. Super Saiyan needs to be careful, but he needs to get more. Has his Vanguard now, but really needs a blink. Really needs a blink quite badly. Meanwhile, it looks like we have Lena building into her Bloodstone. So relatively standard build here for her. Nature's Prophet has a Hand of Midas, but is lacking a lot of the core items that he'll need. Doesn't even have boots yet, but is going to go straight into an Axe. That is interesting. Usually you would like to see maybe like a Shadow Blade or I don't even know what is his Axe. You know, a Shadow Blade or a Mjolnir or something like that. Even just a Maelstrom probably would be fine. As things kind of start to settle in here. We have Alk now. He's farming all these stacked ancients, so at least there's that. Uh-oh, 7 Dreams. Maybe wanted to find more here. Up in the top lane. Edward Lee hasn't really been a lot of team coordination in terms of pushing. Let's see if 7 Dreams going to try and go in here. Now, he's going to get the decay stacks, though. I don't know if he wants to do this. No, he's going to be able to run back now. That decay stack, he needs to be careful. Going to get the tombstone out. Uh-oh. Oh, she's going to salve up. Going to go in. There we go. The coup de grace brings her down. And another tombstone is probably going to be fed here. 7 Dreams should be able to get in there and just pick up another easy 175 gold. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Edward Lee is going to fall to the Morphling. And meanwhile, Alk just continuing his little whatever you would call this. Finally, we're going to get a group up mid here. They have Jarjack, so they're going to be able to bring him down, though, is the question. Going to get the stun off from Heen, but is it going to be enough? Doesn't have enough mana to really do much of anything. Sprout's going to be able to get him there. No, but he's going to juxtapose out at just the right time. He's on his on the run now. Super Saiyan, unfortunately, is going to think the illusion is not the real one. So I guess that high ground vision, he must have missed him running the other way. So Jarjack's able to get out on the PL. They're going to try and continue to push towers here. I think they want to try and take this top tower. They should anyway. Morphling now. Got a Hand of Midas going for a Dragon Lance. Maybe just for a little bit more health, survivability, and distance. Oh, 7 Dreams now. She's everywhere. Super Saiyan Blue maybe wants him, but can get the call off, but I don't think it's going to matter. Here's one counter Helix. He's just going to morph right through it, waveform out. Doesn't have what he needs yet. Especially without the support. Needs some backup there if he's really going to do much else. So it looks like 7 Dreams did fall there in the process. They're able to connect on one. Meanwhile, Crystal Maiden has kind of been a silent hero so far. She's been doing an excellent job supporting, setting up kills for her carries here. Let's take a look at the graph. All right, so she already has 3. So like I said, kind of going her way so far. We'll keep it on the net worth for now as PA is kind of running away with it. I think this tower is going to fall before they can get there to support. Had Undying and Morphling in the wings, but they weren't there fast enough. So all the tier 1s down here on the Dire side as they continue to just farm away here. Alk just too slow. No items yet. This is unbelievable. But hey, who am I to judge? Crystal Maiden maybe just trying to come in and slow things down, burst things down with a Crystal Nova. Meanwhile, 7 Dreams in the area, stalking. I don't know. Does she want to try and go for this? This could be an easy kill for her. Just going to blink right in. Take it. Is Adrian going to be able to get the kill? 7 Dreams trying to chase her down. Needs one more. Has the blink available. Going to go in. But uh-oh, Jarjack's coming in on her now. She's going to get swarmed by the Illusion army. Your clones are very impressive. You must be proud. As he brings them down. And so 7 Dreams getting maybe a little bit too greedy there. I almost had the kill on Ariane, but didn't know that Jarjax was in the area to save her life. So I can't really blame her for the march that she was on there. Marched for another more kills, if you will. But still, able to continue to abuse this alchemist, slowing down his farm even further. He's basically a nobody. I don't even know if he's going to end up getting a Radiance in this game. It's almost 20 minutes in. Axe, though, same could kind of be said for him. Really needs to accelerate that farm a lot better. Probably would have even been worth just picking up an Iron Talon if he was going to just jungle this whole time. I mean, why not, right? Trying to get these creeps here. He's only about 250 gold away. Rather, 350 gold away from his Blink Dagger. That's going to change a lot of things. Ogre Magi, obviously here, basically just to be a walking bloodlust. 7 Dreams, uh-oh. Down goes Nature's Prophet. As this PL is just resurrecting what one man's trash, I guess, truly is another man's treasure. As Ree's going to fall down, running back right into the grasp of Jarjax. They're going to be able to stun lock him here, and that's going to be an easy kill on him. So an excellent job there. They're finally able to bring down the Thorn on their side, taking a 2-for-1 trade. Nature's Prophet for the Crystal Maiden and the PL. They might be able to push into this tier 2 now. There's not a whole lot that Undying can do as he builds into a mech here. Ought to get the rest of the team. The Fiery Souls just doing absolute work. Partnering that with the Bloodlust. I mean, she's flailing around like she's got epilepsy. Just having a seizure out there. Look at her go. Wah! Wah, 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 wah. The K-Stats coming in. Adaptive Strike. Pushing her back. So not going to be able to take the tier 2 there. And meanwhile, we have Nature's Prophet trying to bring it down. Needs to be using his trees. There we go. Trees now coming out. Edward Lee now has his Bloodstone with 13 charges in it. Building right into, I think, a Yule Scepter. Okay, that'll be a nice pickup for her. All things considered, it's a relatively even game. Only about a 300 net worth advantage here. Blink Dagger now out on Axe. That will be helpful. But he really needs to get that. That's not going to be good for him. The K-Stack's coming out. There comes the Tombstone. He's able to juxtapose out. He is in the wrong place at the wrong time. They need to get out of there and bring down that Tombstone if they have any hope of living, and I don't think they're going to be able to do it. Light Striker is going to stun one, but the Freezing Field now coming out. Going to secure the kill. An easy kill there on the Alchemist, but down goes 2 as they lose the Lina and the Axe. Unfortunate go of things there. I don't know what the kind of language is this? Good lord. It might be like, I don't even want to guess. Filipino, maybe? I'm not sure. Anyway, maybe a little bit of an over-aggressive play. I think Axe really needs a Blade Mail to be effective against this PL. I get it. You know, you have the PL, obviously, if you can get the call-off on all those, illusions, you're going to get a lot of counter Helix procs, for sure. But in the meantime, 7 Dreams, not stopping now. But you really need the Blade Mail to help kind of push some of that damage back onto him, right? So, looks like they're not going to be pushing into the tier 2 here. Going to let the creeps do the work. 7 Dreams just going to continue to farm. Looks like going right into an MKB. Oh, Abyssal Blade. Okay. Going to go right into Abyssal Blade. Going to make her even more difficult to deal with. And meanwhile, Axe continuing to not exactly make the perfect decisions here. We're going to get a lot of TPs up. Light Strike, where he's going to connect the right time. Stun lock. Down goes Undying. My God. That was an excellent job there from Ogre Magi and Lina. They were able to bring down a lot. Now they're pushing into this tier 2. Jarjax just needs to wait here in the wings. As a tier 2 might come to fall. Lina just shredding right through him. These Fiery Souls are just such a force to deal with. So we have an Ags. Okay, so it increases the damage of Wrath of Nature. Not even going to get into that. I don't know if I agree with that build. I'm sure it has some sort of use, but I think on a Nature's Prophet you should be building attack speed, Deso, Shadow Blade, things like that can really make you more of a force when you're ganking. 7 Dreams now out here on the line. Gonna be able to get the freeze off from the Crystal Maiden using the Nova. They're gonna try and go in here. They should be able to bring him down. Down goes Alk. Spend too much time in the jungle, you're gonna get burned, my friend. And that certainly is no exception. 7 Dreams now up to 9-2-0. And that's what happens when you leave a PA alone. You just can't do it. Now has a Skull Basher, very close to an Abyssal Blade. Gonna have it in just a second here. I mean, has it right about now. Good luck, my friend. I'm not sure what you think you can possibly do. Crystal Maiden doesn't have what it takes, even with even with Hand of Midas. I don't think she's gonna be able to get it anytime soon. All these tier 2s have just been absolutely deleted so fast. I need to take a second to read this. The unit's killed by Wrath of Nature.
This'll come in handy.
Oh, the Greater Treant. Okay, I stand corrected. This might not be so crazy after all. Oh, Heen's in a little bit of trouble now. The Acid Spray's going to be able to bring him down. He's going to fall. And Shasho getting a kill there. Has a Sacred Relic, finally building toward the Radiance. Uh-oh, they're going to try and engage here. I don't know. Going to go with a huge call. Going to get 2 there. But going to get frozen. Light Strike Array correcting on 2. The Laguna Blade getting used on... I don't agree with that. Edward Lee in trouble now. Down goes 3. 3 for none. Yeah, using the Laguna Blade on the Morphling, definitely not the right call there. Probably should have focused the Crystal Maiden instead. Obviously, we see she's able to turn that around. And a 3 for none trade, that was not what they wanted. They were on a roll there. And I don't think Seven Dreams is in the area. Obviously, she, whatever. PA is their carry. And if she's not there and the rest of the team is, it's going to be tough. Morphling almost going down now. But yeah, at least they're giving her space to farm. She has a Vanguard herself, so a little bit more tanky, a little more survivable. Has the Abyssal Blade. That's going to be a lot of lockdown. Maybe she'll build... I don't know what she'll build into. Maybe just more straight damage. Remains to be seen what the next item is. Going to have Jarjax here. They're going to try and catch him is the question. They're just going to continue to keep trying to push. They're going to find him. He's going to juxtapose out. Uh-oh. They've caught out the Ogre Magi. In goes Seven Dreams. This is a bad spot for all of them. They're getting caught out like crazy. She needs to run now. Ogre's going to fall, and there's no one here to help her. Looks like she's a bit resigned to her fate. Adaptive Strike coming out. That's going to connect. They're all diving deep, but she's way back here, making a run for it. Is she going to be able... I don't think they have any stuns, so she's going to be able to get out. No problems. Uh-oh. Lena needs to be careful. They're all getting in so deep. What are they doing here? Super Saiyan, my man, you need to get out. There's nothing you can do about it now. You're absolutely just feeding for no apparent reason. Down goes the axe, and it looks like Edward Lee's not long for wear as the Diffusal Blade now out on PL. Going to try and keep herself alive a little bit longer, but no use there. Fuel Scepter can only keep you alive so long. Alchemist now has his Radiance. You can't let... you just can't let the Alch come back like that. Obviously, we now have Ree with a incredible amount of... The tree army is real, but look at this gold from this Radiance just shredding right through them. They need Seven Dreams here to be able to burst him down. They're going to catch him, but using the blink too early. Going to catch the stun, but the coup de grace tearing right through him. This should be enough. The stun's going to come out with the Unstable Concoction. She's going to be able to secure a kill here. Blink in. One more should do it. Come on, bring him down. Down he goes, finally. Seven Dreams wants more. That Abyssal Blade was huge. But wow, we just saw how that Radiance just counteracts that Nature's Prophet so well. Really just feeding free gold to the Alchemist at that point. He ran right up into that tree army and just absolutely decimated them. Tier 2 tower now, getting bursted down by... okay, so we're starting to see this axe come into play. So it's any unit, regardless of if it's a hero or not. If it's a hero, you get a Greater Treant. But if it's just a creep, you're getting any tree. Hence this kind of army here. Here we go. Are they going to be able to bring him down? Ult coming out from the Undying. Uh-oh, this is not good. Ogre Magi not long for wear. Axe 2. Couldn't get bursted down here. They're going to lose one. Next one going to follow. You boys came to the wrong neighborhood. Not what you wanted there. So this Dire team, despite being down in terms of objectives, has a nice 7-kill lead. With the Linked Sphere now about to come out on the Morphling. They've just been able to find a way to keep finding kills here. And this Radiant team has just kind of been disjointed. They really should be 5-manning. They should be 5-manning and pushing. But unfortunately, they've been split up into groups of 2 or 3. They've been trickling in. Really hasn't been working out in their favor. They should really be playing entirely around PA. This is a 4v1 classic strat where they need to have everyone there to support PA and let her do the damage. Just keep her alive. Try and get a pick off, and then turn your attention to a fight. I think it's certainly not easy when you have so much riding on one person, but I think at this point she's far enough ahead. If we take a look, I mean, at net worth, Morphling's going to start catching up, as is Alk. But here we go. This is what you want. You got to get this pick off here. There we go. The coup de grace. He has a Shadow Blade. Okay, interesting. Shadow Blade Alk. So that actually ends up being a good pickup for her. But see, we have the rest of the team here now. Going to start closing in who's in the area. Need the rest of the team. You can't have Nature's Prophet obviously will split push fine, but you can't have Axe farming the jungle when the rest of your team is trying to push in. It's just never going to work out that way. Axe should be initiating, which should be followed up by 7 Dreams. And if you want to have split push, I mean, look at this. This is pretty ridiculous. This is Rat Dodo at its finest. Admiral Bulldog would be proud. That's an insane amount of trees, but if you're going to split push. Pick a strategy and commit yourself to it. I don't know if these guys are playing in a stack, but here's what we wanted to see. So Guardian Greaves out. It's going to save the Undying there, but it might not save him enough. One more shot going to bring him down. And now is where the team needs to group up and push. They have a numbers advantage. Edward Lee, they know that Jarjax is over on this side of the map. Now's their chance to push. Here comes the Alchemist. He's going to be able to tear right through this. We've seen it before. He needs to get out of there. He's going to fall down right now. 7 Dreams trying to come in here. Going to go and get the stun off. Coup de grace, huge there. But the freezing field, my God, shredding right through him. Crystal Maiden. This is why the rest of the team needs to be there to support. Honestly, these are missed opportunities to end the game here. That should be an easy 2 or 3 kills for the Radiant side, and they should have been able to easily transition that into a strong push. As soon as you see heroes on one side of the map or the other, if they start to address the counter push, you need to be there to answer. And honestly, this Axe is a lot to blame. Hasn't farmed as efficiently as he probably could have. Doesn't even have Blade Mail yet. It's probably going to get killed right here by this Morphling. Morphling is certainly has nothing to be afraid of with Lincoln Sphere. But he really ought to be getting his Blade Mail and initiating. We're going to see Lina fall now as PL continuing to just try to do 2 Radiances now. Interesting. PL picking up a Radiance of his own, which is a great pickup with all the illusions. A lot of counters here. Nature's Prophet is almost entirely countered in this game. Just really feeding gold from all of these trees. And this unnecessary split continues. So things starting to trend the way of the dire side here. See really nobody addressing this bottom tier 2 falling. That was an easy pickup there for the Morphling. 7 Dreams trying to make something happen. PL over in the side there. Just going to replicate out. Down they go. They don't see anybody up here. Uh-oh. So here we go. Nature's Prophet. He's in trouble now. Freezing Field coming out, and that's an easy pickup for her. Nothing to worry about there. They're just going to clean up, get the free gold here. 18-18, going their way. Must be nice. Finally going to find Jarjax here. Are they going to be able to bring him down is the question. I think they will. Yes, down he goes. That was a big pickup there for them. Needed that. Finally all 4 together. Excuse me. In one place, but at what cost? What can they really do? Blade Mail now picked up by Axe. He does not need to be farming anymore. You need to immediately start trying to set up kills for your team. Blink calls are going to be huge. 7 Dreams trying to go in here. Definitely doesn't have too much to worry about. Tombstone's going to get dropped. Oh, now she does have something to worry about. She's going to get absolutely shredded. Down she goes. Down for 77 seconds. Going to be able to get the kill on the Undying, but it's not going to matter as Edward Lee going to get chased down, and the Radiance is going to finish him off. Burn, baby, burn. It's 4 for 2 trade. An absolute disaster for this Radiant side. Just have not had a... If you see, you can see the focus on team play from the Dire side so far, and it's paid off to the highest degree. Axe now could be an easy kill if the team wants to do it. Pinging him out now. Gonna wait here in the trees. Even has a blink dagger. I'm sure we'll see an initiation here. So Alk using the Shadow Blade. Uh-oh, couldn't get the Unstable Concoction off from a distance. That should be an easy kill there. Never in question. Never in question. Absolutely wonderful job there by the Radiant side. Continue to keep the pressure up. Nature's Prophet has an Octarine now. So, again, the Tree Army can continue to march, but there's not much they can do. Bursting right through him. There we go. That's the easy kill. Morphling going to be able to replicate back out. Picks up another kill now. 29-17. We've seen how much this has swung their way. Now a 10,000 net worth gold advantage for the Dire side. The top two heroes quickly have become alchemists despite what was an appalling start to this game. Now takes top leaderboard as he will on a long enough timeline, followed by Morphling, such a good farmer in his own right. Seven Dreams has kind of fallen off a little bit, but very close, closing in on a BKB. Has the BKB rather, I'm sorry. Should already bought that. So that'll make a huge difference for this next team fight engagement. But I think this Radiant team, they need to start showing some signs of life in terms of team fight if they're going to be able to come out of this with a victory. So looks like they're sizing up their foe here in the mid lane. Going to get the blink in. Finally going to get the call. Light Strike Array. This should be an easy one for them. Laguna Blade's going to connect, and that's going to be an easy kill on the Alchemist. Exactly what they needed to do. That is what we wanted to see from this Axe all game long. That kind of engagement, if you can jump them like that, I think they have enough burst damage to beat just about everyone save the Morphling. Now 7G's finally needs to carry that dust, though. Doesn't have it. Oh, no. Gonna just be able to run out instead. Uh-oh, really coming in now. Gonna blink in on him. Nope, just gonna waveform out as the Lincoln Sphere doing its job there. Jarjax maybe wants some himself. Now they'll be content to back off now after getting 2 kills, and that's the kind of stuff they need to do to get back in this game. 1, 2, pick off, keep the lanes pushed. You'll be good. They certainly, I mean, despite being down by 10 kills, certainly not out. Gonna go for an Axe here. Edward Lee just hammering away at this on this Roche. Need some help from Seven Dreams. Where are you at? He's coming in now. He should be able to tear right through this Roche. In fact, yeah, just go ahead and throw that in your backpack. There we go. It's like I'm reading minds over here. And I think they're gonna be able to get this to whoa. Just F4 that Ogre Magi going down as this this Morphling is nothing to shake your head at. Oh, the Ethereal Blade. So the shotgun combo now coming out. They're going to be able to catch him out. Oh, somehow the Light Strike Array doesn't connect. I thought that one was as good as done. Jarjax is there. Are they going to try and push on him, though? Is the question. Continuing to try and push out the wave. It's 2 supports down, but Crystal Maiden now coming back. Okay, so it looks like we have the Axe picking up the Crimson Guard. They're going in on him now. Down goes Undying. Edward Lee needs to get out. Jarjax getting it on him now. Seven Dreams juxtaposing out. Adrian in the wings. She's going to try and freeze him here. The BKB is popped, so nothing to do right now. Going to get the call off on him. Excellent job there, canceling the freezing field. Seven Dreams focusing him down now. Is it going to be enough, though? No. She's getting bursted down by the Manta style. We're going to pop the Aegis there. Super Saiyan Blue in the Acid Spray needs to get out. He's going to fall as Javen the Reaper is going to try and close in on him. Could blink over to Jarjax. Oh, it's going to be enough. This isn't looking good here for Seven Dreams. Going to get focused down here now. There's just too much burst damage, and down she goes. Wasted Aegis. 3 for 2 trade. Certainly not as good as they want. The GG already coming out from the Crystal Maiden. I wouldn't use that until it's over. It's certainly far from it, in fact. Certainly an advantage going the way of the Dire, to be sure, but by no means is it over yet. You need to be careful here. And really no reason for Ogre Magi to be there. Especially with the Radiance damage, you're really just hurting yourself at this point. Alk now trying to split push as they go focus on this tier 2 tower. Gonna burst him there. Try and get him off. They're gonna be able to do anything. Waveform coming in with the Ethereal Blade. Finally, Shadow Blade coming out for the Nature's Prophet. There's nothing he's gonna be able to do here. They take down another tier 2. Creep's starting to push in toward a tier 3. They're gonna be going back toward the top now. Edward Lee trying to just flash farm a little bit. Has a Shadow Blade of his own. No upgraded boots yet. Interesting. Or had them. Oh, I guess he had them, deconstructed them to create the Bloodstone. My apologies. Had those arcane boots that he got rid of. Crimson Guard here for the Axe. Relatively good pickup there, so there's definitely some physical damage dealers here. Oh, gets out just in time with the blink. Excellent job there. Nick of time.
Money to burn.
Crystal Main just going to deny the Illusion Rune. She doesn't want it. Anybody else can have it? No. Nobody gets it. Looks like Radiant making a transition here up into the top lane. Finally going to try and push down a tier 3 of their own as the creep army. So Nature's Prophet kind of using a split push approach with all the treants. They're all going top now, but here the battle is on. They're finding Edward Lee. That's going to be an easy kill. Oh, here comes Heen. He may be the first death here. As the shotgun comes out, down goes Lena. Not good here. Axe gets 2, though. Finally, Morphling going down for 99 seconds. That's an excellent job there. Seven Dreams trying to hack down this tombstone. Needs to turn his attention now. Axe is going to fall. Going to get a double stun off, though. Is it going to be enough? Is there anything Seven Dreams can do? That's going to be a 3rd kill down on the Ogre Magi. Shredding right through with the coup de grace. Down goes the Undying, but Seven Dreams is getting pounded on now. Going to get an easy kill on the Crystal Maiden, but Seven Dreams not long for wear. Down she goes. The Illusion Army takes her down. That double Radiance. Man, I don't know if those stack. I think they do. And even Alk now with the MKB. So no amount of blur can save your life there. It's a 4-for-3 trade. They do have plenty of buyback here. I think we switched to buyback mode now. They have plenty of buyback, so they don't have to really worry about barracks being taken. But excuse me. But this Alk, leaving him alive, he has so much push potential. Should be able to take this tier 3 is my guess, as he just goes and farms the jungle. DC comes out from the Undying. You may see a pause here. These creeps now pushing into the tier 2. I think this tower should fall. Not microing so far. PL now picking up an Ags, going into a Manta style himself, because you can never have too many illusions. He's going to TP out for now. No pause for your friends, I guess.
Great, they're back.
Yeah, he's back now. We have Nature's Prophet now trying his best to farm these camps, but unfortunately, we've seen the rat strategy basically countered in its entirety. Radiance, turns out, is about the best counter you can get for Nature's Prophet. And we've seen that here as they've gotten 2 of them on this dire side. But at the 41-minute mark, we haven't seen any sort of high ground pushes yet. An excellent job by by the dire side holding them off. An arcane rune in the river here for anyone to pick up they would like. Looks like it's going to be the Alk. Edward Lee finding one of those Alk illusions, but here he comes. Oh, it's Morphling. It's the Replicate. Is he going to be able to get the kill? No, Shatterblade's going to come out. So engaging there from afar was Morphling. And this is just... this is such an absurd thing to see on the minimap. I guess just putting the whole army in the Roche pit in the hopes that when it comes up, it'll be yours. Which I guess certainly works. But the problem is that they're just letting this net worth advantage just pile up. I mean, it's going to be really hard for Radiant to come back from this. We've seen ever since about the 25-minute mark, it's just kind of been trending downward. So about a 20,000 XP difference and a 15,000 net worth difference. Yeah, it's going to be really difficult. They're going to need a pretty huge team fight to bring things back their way. It's certainly not out of reach yet, considering how these objectives have kind of worked out. But they need it. They need it really bad. Would be interesting to see if they want to maybe smoke up at some point and try and get a quick pick off. They're marching down this top lane now, which is going to force the dire side to respond. Or will it? Haven't seen anyone come back yet. Alright, here comes Undying, ready to defend. But he is by himself. If Seven Dreams sees him, I think he might be able to bring him down. Now they're just going to focus on this tower now. Here comes the support. They're all coming in now. Tower's going to fall. So far, barracks have been uncontested. Okay, here we go. Freezing Field coming in with the BKB. And the Glimmer Cape's going to be able to get her out. Super Saiyan needs to be careful. He's getting brought down now. He's caught out. Should have stayed in the corner there. Always carry a TP scroll, folks. Just for that reason. So it looks like they're going to pick up none of those barracks. Okay, so no barracks are down. But, oh, here comes Seven Dreams trying to bring it down. Down goes Alchemist for 100 seconds. My god, the double coup de grace. You don't see that every day, but uh-oh, they're trying to turn it on him now. Gonna blink in. Gonna get the stun off. Lionel Johnson. Here comes BKB, gets popped. Slowly over time, bringing him down. Is she gonna be able to survive through this? No. Down she goes, but it's gonna pick up 2 on her way out. So a 2-for-1 trade. Axe fell earlier. Axe fell earlier. Oh, they're gonna be able to kill the PL as they try to invade the base. Excellent job. That's a huge kill for them. Really swings things back in their favor. Gonna prevent that push. Need to keep a focus here down on the this tier 3 though. With the first tier 3 down, it does allow them to focus shrines if they want, to at least prevent them from getting prevent Dire rather from kind of pulling any sort of flanking maneuvers, anything like that. I think Ogre Magi is probably going to be going. Nope, thought he might check the Roche pit. Roche will be up shortly, just a couple minutes from now. In the meantime, looks like they'll just push. Okay, Scythe the Vice now coming out of Nature's Prophet. Everyone's starting to get kind of their peak amount of farm. Axe could use a little bit more. Looks like he's going for a Heart of Tarask. But the Crystal Maiden with the Glimmer Cape BKB combo really allows her ultimate to be pretty potent. We now have the Scotty out on the Morphling. Boots of Travel out on the Alk. This has been very interesting. Undying now going for Ghost Scepter of his own, just wanting to survive that assault from the PA. This PL is right. Well, he's done a pretty good job, I'd say. Oh, okay. There we go, folks. Red does not stack. I guess you can laugh at me too. Didn't know that. But hey, whatever. So you have too many. So you still get the evasion, right? Uh-oh. Could see a little bit of infighting here on this Dire team. They have it's not going to be good for them. This is not going to be good. They're going to start infighting amongst themselves in all chat of all places. See somebody's going to throw here. Watch this. They're coming in now. They want to bring it in. Seven Dreams sees his target. Want to go for more. Edward Lee just scoping him out. Gonna find the... Oh, I thought he might find the Alchemist there. Jarjax in the area. Oh, he's gonna miss the LSA. And he's gonna miss the Dragon Slave. Unfortunate. He's gonna juxtapose out. Not what he wanted to see. He's just gonna TP out. Nothing to see here. Uh-oh. Gonna finally catch out the Ogre Magi. They're able to bring him down, though. Gonna get the call off. Bringing him in. Seven Trees bursting him down, and down goes Alchemist. Tries to get the easy kill, but an excellent job there by the Axe, blinking in, getting the call off. All the illusions included. The counter Helix is shredding right through him. Like tissue paper. And with Alk down, they should be able to make a nice high ground push here, which should allow them to take their first set of barracks of the game. While they were fighting amongst themselves, they're able to start doing some damage here. Start chipping away at these towers here. They do have backdoor protection here still, but it doesn't matter. They're going to burst right through them. Light Strike Array now coming out, getting those fiery souls up. Alk going to try and bomb him here with the stun. Guardian Greaves now out, but Jarjax in the area. This is a huge fight here. Seven Dreams going in on him. Leonel Johnson's going to come down. Freezing Fields coming out. This is shredding right through him. Down goes Undying. Who's going to be next? First is going to be Axe. Next is Nature's Prophet. He barely survives, but he's going to go down. No, an excellent blink out. Edward Lee's going to fall. Down goes Seven Dreams as well. Somehow Nature's Prophet able to TP out in time. Ogre Magi on the run. Going to be able to escape with the Blink Dagger and the Force Staff, but not the fight they wanted there as they lose 3 for 1. This Crystal Maiden has been coming in clutch with these ultimates. That BKB with the Glimmer Cape is literally invincible. So when they see that come out, they have no choice but to run. By that point, it's probably too late. She has the Ag, so it's going to apply the Frostbite. We're going to get 2 buybacks here as the battle progresses in the bottom lane. Didn't realize it was coming in that fast. Going to get the stun off from Seven Dreams. Are they going to be able to get through him, though, is the question. I think he will. No, he's going to be able to get out with the Replicate. So Tier 3 falls. Uh-oh, he needs to be careful. Is he going to go down here? One more should do it. No, he escapes with the skin of his teeth.
Just as much help as
Wanting more is the axe. Is he going to be able to get in there? No. His blink is going to be canceled and they're going to TP out. So they hold the high ground somewhat. 2 runes, regen and DD, now spawn. Could be 2 huge pickups for whoever gets there first. 7 Dreams all over the map, trying his best to hold off this alchemist. Building into an assault cuirass of her own, so just going straight tankiness. Opting to not go for any lifesteal. Excuse me. Trying to farm up here there as best they can. They see the DD rune. They can get that on 7 Dreams. That will be huge for them. They can certainly make something happen here. The time is nigh. Gonna get bloodlusted. They have the DD and they want to just go for it. In the mid lane is the Undying. There we go. They're going to find him now, but the Shadow Blade coming out. Did he get dusted? I think he did. Blinking in and on him now. Should be enough to bring him down. Needs one. Dagger coming out. Down he goes. Here comes the shotgun. BKB getting popped. Going to get the stun off. But the waveform's going to come out. Down for 115 seconds is the Alk with no buyback. Going in now. Leon L. Johnson. He's going to be the next to fall. Down for 88 seconds. This could be the fight that they need to win this game. Down goes the Crystal Maiden. She's down for 100 seconds with no buyback as the creep army comes in. The Treant army. But is it better than 6+ Treants? Says Admiral Bulldog. Gonna get the call off on the Morphling. Could this be the game here? I think they're gonna do it, folks. They're gonna be able to bring down the Jar Jar. 7 Dreams getting the ultra kill there. The last chance of survival is the Morphling, and he's not long for wear. As these barracks melting like soft butter. Bringing him in now. Whistle Blade coming out. 7 Dreams shutting through. There's the Rampage to finish him off. What a game, folks. I don't think there's any chance of survival here. What remains to be seen if PL's even gonna bother buying back. They can Megan him here. The first tier 4 falls. The Treant army doing work. And here we go. The Bloodlust coming out across everyone. Down goes the tier 4 and the all chat is exploding with hate. Hate, hate, hate. If you got hate in your heart, let it out. And down goes the Dire side. They had this game in their grasp and they let it slip. As 7 Dreams and his team of Misfit Toys ends up rocking away with the win here. An excellent job there. Thank you for submitting this one. It was a fun one to be sure. Stupefy, keep them coming, my man. And we will see you next time.